So last year, Annie Clark, otherwise known as Saint Vincent, with her bandmates, released a fantastic, fantastic record, and that record was called Self-Titled. And then it did so well, and impressed so many people within the rock and the music community that she went ahead and, well, it's probably not she, it's probably the record company went ahead and decided to do a re-release of the album so that they could cash in on the popularity. The original release of the album, it had a slow burn, and then as it started to pick up, the record company said, well, let's re-release it and do a few extra tracks. So in my hands I have the recently issued re-release of St. Vincent's self-titled record. Exactly the same track listing as the original release, although it is now, it does contain several new tracks. Now, those new tracks there are a couple remixes, but there are a few tracks that were, that are previously unreleased in any way, shape, or form. Now, the thing about what's great about St. Vincent is she is an incredibly talented songwriter. She's an incredibly talented musician. She's not Steve Vai on guitar, but she certainly is no slouch either. And she writes wonderfully interesting and quirky songs, very much in the vein of, say, the Sugar Cubes and Bjork, who was the lead singer of the Sugar Cubes. Now, follow me here. Now, the re-release, if you have the original, the re-release is not what I would call indispensable. The remix of Digital Witness is disposable. The new tracks, Del Rio and Sparrow, Pieta and Bad Believer, they're good, but they're not really any different than the original 11 tracks released on Self-Titled. So there's not really a lot of variety being given to the listener here. If you are a fan of St. Vincent, and in particular, and you like the music that she makes and has been making, then more music is better music, right? For me, I'm more of a fan of the idea of being a fan of St. Vincent than I actually am a fan of St. Vincent. Does that make sense? It's not, I'm not a fan of hers because I want to be, in the know. I'm not a fan of hers because, everyone else that knows about music these days is a fan of St. Vincent. I genuinely enjoy the record, and I enjoyed it in the original release, and but the honest truth is I'm not entirely sure why I picked up the re-release. The special edition. I have no idea why I put this shirt on the hanger and took it off, because I'm paying attention to talking to you all. This shirt goes in the laundry. Now, it's a good record. If you have the original release, I'd say, unless you're a fanatic, there's really no reason for you to go ahead and pick up the the reissue. It just if you're not a fanatic, then if you have it because you like Digital Witness and the other and say Prince Johnny, the singles on the record, but you already have it. The re-release, the special edition, is for me a skip it, unless again for me, bands I really, really loved. I looked at my collection the other day and I realized I have an abundance of Ned's Atomic Dustbin singles and special editions and re-releases and hits singles compilations. I never realized I loved them that much, but I suppose I did, because I have a lot of singles. But for me, like a band like the Catherine Wheel, from the 1990s, sort of one of the forgotten major label Manchester type of sound bands, I love them. So any Catherine Wheel is good Catherine Wheel. So I own a lot of it. So for those of you who treat St. Vincent in the same vein, then I fully understand why you'd want to get the special edition. If you haven't yet, and you are a huge St. Vincent fan, it's worth it. Pick it up. It's great. How could it not be? Because it's very much the same as the rest of the record. If you have yet to pick up the St. Vincent album, but you do like Digital Witness and St. Johnny, or Prince Johnny, excuse me, pick it up. Get the special edition. Why not have more music on one album to listen to? Makes sense to me. But again, if you have it, the original release, and you're thinking, do I need to get the special edition? No, not unless you're a super fan. So, there you go. St. Vincent, self-titled, special edition. It's good. I gotta start researching these things before I start recording them. Or maybe do a run-through before I record it, so that I'm not babbling as much as I do. But then it takes a sort of a spontaneity out of it. I was going to take off my pants and put it away, because I just got home from work, and this is what I do. I get changed out of my work clothes, and I put on my after-work clothes. But, you know, it's better to leave pants on. My name's Daryl. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and, you know, don't stop listening and discovering new music. Don't stop trying new music. I recently discovered a Canadian band called Sights and Sounds, and they're fantastic. So I'm just halfway through their 2013 release, and I will get to that once I've had a chance to digest it. And I still haven't brought you guys a review of the new Florence and the Machine record. So I'm still digesting it. So give me a few more days, and I will post a review for the new Florence album very, very shortly. My name's Daryl. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, leave comments below. What do you think of the St. Vincent reissue if you have it already? What do you think of St. Vincent thus far? Or whatever. And I'll see you another time. This is Album a Day Online. I've been your critic.